webinar control panel to allow all attendees to hear you. This system will notify you once you begin your broadcast.
एकादश सर्गः 11th सर्गः संक्षेपेण पठ्यते संक्षेपेण संग्रहेण. So मंगलाचरणं रामो राजमणिस्सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे रामेणाभिहता निशाचरचमू रामाय तस्मै नमः रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्मि अहम् रामे चित्तले सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वराहनने श्री राम नाम वराहनन ओन्नमेति. Okay, Balram ji is here. Let me welcome. Namaskar ji.
Namaste ji.
I think we are on this shloka, right? This 45th shloka. This one I think. Tadidam margitam tavachuddena manasa maya ravanantahpuram sarvam drishyate nacha janaki. Were we here?
Yes. We didn't finish this, but this is where we were.
You want to translation? Try it to connect the words. Therefore, what is therefore?
Tataha.
There's no tataha.
Oh, tadidam.
It's okay. Let's do padachcheda first. Tat idam margitam tavat shuddhena manasa maya ravanantahpuram samastam padam ravanasya antahpuram inner chambers of ravana sarvam drishyate na cha janaki. Now what is therefore among these? What is this? Tat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's tataha. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's no tataha over here.
Yeah, it's tat.
Tat. Yeah, this interesting thing is that tat is a pratipadikam. Of course, sarvanama pratipadikam, sarvanama shabda. But it is also a abhyayam, a nipata. So this is in the and it is used quite frequently in the sense of tasmat. So you have to be ready for this tat. Don't always jump to the conclusion. This tat has to be napumsakalinge prathama ditya ekavachanam of the pratipadikam sarvanama pratipadikam tat. It is also an amvyayam, which is used in the sense of tasmat. I'm just checking it. I think it is in the chadi ganaha. Yes, it's chadi ganaha. It's akriti ganaha. Chadi akriti ganaha. So sutram is chadayo sattve. Nothing really complicated, very simple. That when Panini has this section about nipataha, like these are given as ready-made forms, nipataha, what you call particles kind of nipataha. And one of them is chadayo sattve, like cha, va, etc. This is given as nipatas, And any nipata will get the avyaya sanya by this suradi nipatam avyayam. Suradi nipatam avyayam. So chadayo sattve. See this cha, va, ha, aha, eva, evam, nunam, shashvat. In fact, we covered this in the class already. In the first, so chadayo sattve. So adravyarthash chadayaha nipatasyu. So they don't stand for any substance. They don't refer to anything. They just are these particles. So you have this. You see in that tat is there. Tat is listed and found in the Kyashika. So tat is nipata here. It is not the sarvanama pratipadikam tat. It may have come from that. Who knows? But it means generally it means tasmat. Most of the time this tat means tasmat. So you have to be ready for that. Same meaning as tataha. Tataha means then. Tataha can also mean then afterwards. Tataha can also mean tasmat from that. That tata is from the sarvanama pratipadikam, from the pronoun tad. But this one is a nipataha. So we have to watch out. It is used loosely sometimes for some forms of tad also, but mostly tasmat, therefore. Okay. With a pure, what do you think? This is straightforward. Can you get that?
I think with is maya. Pure mind is shuddhena manasa.
No, with a pure is shuddhena.
Oh, shuddhena. Okay.
By me is maya here. Right.
Oh, by me.
See this thing in this language, these prepositions are absorbed in the vibhakti endings, right? So
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So the shuddhena, the tritiya is the with. So that's this entire thing with this. That's the specialty of this language, right?
I understood it as by my mind. So I thought maya manasa.
No. Wait a minute.
Okay.
No. My will be mama. me, not maya. Maya is by me. We said my mind. My will be shashti, maybe mama
No,
or me.
I said by my mind.
So we said my, but right. So
Okay.
my will
By
be
my
shashti.
mind could be maya manasa.
No, me manasa. Because then my is a, you see when you say by my mind, that my is a shashti. Sambandha with mind. The ma, it's not samadhikaranam with. Doesn't have samanyadhikaranam. Doesn't have samanyadhikaranam adhikaranyam.
Okay.
It's not the same item as the mind. So Tritiya will not govern both of them like that. So you have to be careful. You say by my mind, it will be me mama manasa. By my mind, not maya manasa. So because then the my only connects with the mind, that's it. Then the mind becomes Tritiya. Not so. Only when samadhikaranam, what they call the property of samadhikaranyam, samadhikaranam, the property of that is samadhikaranyam. Then when that is, when it's referring to the same item, then only that happens. So by with a pure shuddhena. No, but that shuddhena and manasa are going together. They have samadhikaranyam, samanadhikaranyam. Okay, mind is manasa, right? So what's the pratipadikam here? Can we guess the pratipadikam here? What's the pratipadikam in manasa? It'd be manas, right? Because the pratyaya is ta, isn't it? It's a pratyaya, ta. Nubandha dope, a. So simply remove the pratyaya a, manas is left behind, right? So manaha manasi manausi. So napusnika pratipadikam is sakaranta pratipadikam. The pratipadikam is sakaranta. Important because if you see the word manaha, it's not like Ramavat Shabda. That manaha is sakaranta napusakalinga pratipadikam. So it's manas, manaha, manasi, manausi. Not like Ramaha, Rama, Ramaha. Which clearly, if we will play like Ramena, it will become Manena, right? What was your guess, by the way? What guess did you make? What was your guess for the Pratipadikam? No, what was your guess for the Pratipadikam? Will become Manena then, right?
Okay.
Not Manasa, right? So it will become like Ramena. So it will not be because of the Sutram is the the ta becomes ina like ramena vanena. So manas is the pratipadikam. You have to eventually build your vocabulary some way or the other. But if you notice some of these things as you're reading, try to build up your vocabulary in your mind. Manasi. So then it will be used. Okay, Maya, you already talked about that. Okay, let's come back. I'm sorry. Let's go in this one. Only. What do you think?
There is it.
There is no eva.
Eva. Yeah, I was looking for eva.
Eva nadrishyate. What else could it be then?
There is a cha there.
No, cha will not be only. How about this tavat? What do you think of that?
I see.
Can you connect tavat? Tavat means, first of all, now, then, of course. It is idiomatic usage of that, tavat. If you look at, okay, let's leave it for pending for time being, okay? Now, has been ransacked. What do you think? Connect that with? It's margitam.
Okay.
Marga is to search. Very quickly, it is dhatu is marga. Okay, thanks to Ravi for the
Is
document.
margitam a verb form like ransack?
No, has been ransacked.
Oh, I see.
So let's say Ramena Vali Hataha. So Vali has been killed by Rama. So it has been. So it's a participle form. It's not a verbal form. So dhatu is marga. It is anveshane, marga anveshane. One thing about this churadikanaha, may not interest you that much, trying to keep the vyakaranam as low as we can. But the last, I think, 101 dhatus of the churadikanaha, the last 101 dhatus, because up to 489, they end in a akaraha. So starting with dhatu katha. Katha, I think, is 389. So kathadayaha. From 389 up to number 489, they actually end in a akaraha. That akara is not an it at the end. It is actually dhatoh bhagha anshaha. So it is not an it. So from, look at the number what we have. What do we have right now? we have the number 384. So I was talking to Ravi last time for the class, is that this is not a akaranta dhatu. This is not, it's not in the Kasadya list. Most likely it is not a adanta dhatu. So it is really this is an it letter marga. So upadesha ajjanunasika it, so marga becomes marga plus nich. Churadina dhatus take the nish pratyaya swarte, so becomes margi. Arubandalopa chutu halantyam. Then we get this pratyaya nishtha. Sutram itself is nishtha. In the bhute adhikara of Panini starts from 3 to 84. Panini runs adhikaras in the order of time, chronological order. Bhute from 3 to 84, Vartamane from 3 to 123, and then Bhavishyati from 333. So in the bhute adhikara, in sense of past, we get this pratyak. Takta tavatu, taktavatu nishtha is the sanya sutram. Taktavatu nishtha. Then Prani says nishtha pratyaya can be used in the sense of past tense, has been ransacked, right? Past tense. And then Bhavishyati starts from 333. One more thing is that normally any pratyaya which is kartari krit will be used in active sense, but the nishtha pratyaya kta, not the ktavatu, but the kta is also used only in the passive. But tayoreva krityakta kalarthaha becomes passive. Now important thing is that it gets an idagama. Because idagama is only stopped if you have a ekacha dhatu and a dhatu padesha. So which is by 7 to 10 is in nisheda. But this is an ekach dhatu. Ekach upadesha dhatat. So here the idagama will come. And what happens is that actually nich drops by nishtayam seti. So we say in the form margitam, the ikara is not the ikara of the nich, it's the ikara of the idagama. In Bhagavad Gita, my favorite shloka is Buddhim mohayasiva me. Arjuna complains to Shri Krishna, you are confused, you are messing with my mind. You're messing with my mind, he says. Buddhim mohayasiva me, he says, you are confusing me now. Says mohayasi. No, that's not for this one, I'm sorry. That's for the aya. No, I'm getting confused now. I'm sorry. For the 7th chapter. Mohitam nabhijanati. So mohitam nabhijanati comes in chapter 7. Tibir gunamayir bhavehi saramidam jagat mohitam nabhijanati. So confused by the 3 gunas, this world doesn't understand me. So you see, Tibir gunamayir bhavehi ebisarvidam jagat mohitam nabhijanati. So it's a mohita. It means caused to be deluded, means confused, caused to be confused. So it's mohita. Is this, of course, this is a concept of moha right here. This is the Ishwari Maya, right? This Maya about the Idagamaha and the Nishtayam Seti. So this, when you chant the shloka of Gita, think of Nishtayam Seti. Mohitam Nabhijanati. So Nishtha, so Nijlopam Nabhijanati. Nijlopaha you cannot know. So Mohitam is a causative form. So in this case, whenever for Nijantam, when you have followed by the nishtha pratyaya, you get the idagamaha, ardhatapasyed valadehe, and the nich will drop by nishtayam seti, mohitam, cost, so margitam, which has been searched. Of course, in the case of mohitam, it is in the causative sense. This marga is from the 10th gana, chudadi, it is swarte nich. It has been searched by me. So has been searched, has become the past tense, has been ransacked, means searched, ransacked. Entire, how about this? What about this? This is an easy one, right? This is
idam.
Entire
sarvam.
This inner chambers
antahpuram.
Of Ravana is this compound. Ravanasya antahpuram, Ravana antahpuram. Janaka's daughter is Janaki. However, this is the cha probably. This is the cha, however. This is the cha, and however. Is to be seen.
Drishyate,
and not is the no. No, this is straightforward, nothing very, very common. This is the thing with Ramayanam. Even if the shloka is straightforward, they teach you something. This is the beauty of Valmiki. He takes you such a nice slope, very nice slope. Oh, Tavat is, however, is it Hema thinks Tavat is, however? Well, let's see. Tavat, I think, is, then what is only then, Hema? Let me check. Hema says Tavat is. So, Hema, what is only then, you think? Then? What do you think? If Tavat is, however, then also look at the placement, Hema. Janaka's daughter, however, so it's coming down here. Jo Janaki, right? So it's
okay.
Down. So it'll be difficult to get meaning. I mean, let's look at, see, this word Tavat has a variety of idiomatic meanings. Variety of them. In fact, in the Kashika, it says Tavat means of course, first of all. First of all, of course, obviously, like obviously. So that also is meaning of Tavat. It has a lot of meanings, like Astam Tavat, for the time being. For the time being is meaning of Tavat also. Let's see what uptake is for Tavat. See, when you use Yavat Tavat, comes in Gita, right? Yavan Artha Udapane Sarvatastam Prudodake, Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu, Brahmanasya Vijanata. Well, first of all, Tavat, first of all, this comes in two varieties. There's an Avyayam Tavat, also like a Visheshanam Tavat, declined form. It comes in Gita. Yavan Artha Udapane Sarvatastam Prudodake, Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu. So that Tavan is Pullinga Prathama Ekvachanam of Tavat declined. That's not what we have here. Now this could have been a Tavat, Napumusakalinge, Prathama Ekvachanam, or Dvitiya Ekvachanam. That's not the case. It should be adjective for something. It could qualify, there's nothing here, Antappuram maybe, but no. So this is the idiomatic Avyam, just like Yavat. So when you use Yavat, Tavat in conjunction, then it will be so long until then. Until then, Yavat Tavat. So Yavat Agamishyami, Tavat Atratishta. So stay here till I come back. So Yavat Tavat. Until I come back, you stay here. Tavat. Until then. Until. This can mean until. So but yes, that's where it's used in conjunction with Yavat. Use Yavat Tavat in conjunction means so long until then. As long as until then. But this Tavat on its own, we look at Apte, it says that so much, that much, Tavan, that much. There's a decline Tavat. Yavantaha evajo. So it says Yavati Samave Tavati and so on. Gita, the same Gita example I think is same Gita, it might be the same example. But then he says indeclinable, first of all. That's it. Then he says, for my part, in the meanwhile. Okay, another one. He says just now. Okay, Tavat. Indeed, that could be one of our case. To emphasize, express. So indeed, this could be our thing only. So Tavat Chuddena Manasa. He's emphasizing that. Of course, only by this only. Truly, here this could be it. Truly, really. Of course means of course. As with respect to another one. Completely could be another one. Tavat, this could be unmutually. So it has this lot of these meanings. So Yavat. So it's Tavat, unfortunately, you have to see from the context what it could mean. When it's an Avyayam, when it's connecting with Yavat as an adjective, it's so much, that much. So much, that much. Connecting with Yavat is Avyayam, so long until then. So long until then. That's the Avyayam connecting with Yavat Avyayam. Adjective, Yavat is so much, Tavat is that much. Okay, I think we got this one now. Margitam, Tavat, Chuddena Manasa. Okay. Margitam, yeah, Margitam is now qualifying the Antappuram. So we got Napusakalinge, Prathama Ekavachanam. It's a passive form. Margitam, Maya, it's a passive. These are both passive forms. Margitam is passive because the Suttam 3, 470, Tayoreva Pratyakta Kanarthaha. This is a Pratyayak used in the passive. Of course, here the dush did not become Pashya, Drushyatam, Atra Drushyatam. See that because that dush becomes Pashya only when Shitipare. Pratyaya was Yak. So in the passive, it will not become. In fact, that will tell you this is not active. Because we say Pashyati, Pratyaya, this Kartari Shab is coming there. So Sutram Pa Gra Dma. Na pravartate atra. It will not come over here. Because the fact that if you know these rules, you can make some better guesses. You can make better guesses at what is going on. That's what Vyakaranam is for. Right? It gives you more ammunition to make some better guesses. So do not become Pashya. Okay, now last time I give the homework. Tavat Chuddena. So Tavat first of all it is Tavad, Bajalam Yashwante. Then the Shtuttam by Stoshchanashchu become Tavajya Shuddhena. Then Kharicha Tavacchuddhena. And Shashchoti, the final rule. When you have this this Shakara followed by an At preceded by a Jai letter. What do you think, Balramanji? What is a Jai letter in English? What is a Jai letter in terms of the 5x5 matrix? What do you think it is? It is, what is Jai? From Javai up to Kapai, correct? So what in terms of the matrix, what is a Jai? Is it the first column or second column or third column? What is it? Jai, Jabai, Gardash, Jaba, Gardash, Kapa, Chata, Chata, Tau, Kapai. What do you think it is? It's the first 4 columns. The first 4 columns, Prathamarana of the Vadya. So it will mean, you know, the Ka, Ka, Ga, Gha, Cha, Cha.
Oh, sorry, I had muted myself. So I was speaking and you couldn't hear.
So you got the Jai. What is the Jai letter? What is Jai? Jai is first 4 columns into the 5x5 matrix in the Vargas, first 4 columns. So when the sutram is that, if you have the Talavi Shakara followed by an At, so Shashchoti, this Ukar is an At, preceded by a letter of the Jai Pratyahara, of course Cha is in that, becomes a Chakara optionally, Tavacchuddhena. Then Ravanasantapuram, we saw that, Shishta Samasaha. Again, Ravi put this one also in here, thanks to Ravi. Drish plus the passive form here, Vartamani Lat. Always remember, Bhavakarmanoho, only Apanipadam in passive, Bhavakarmanoho. So Pratyaya comes third, becomes Teyad, the Ekar, Tere, Titapanipadanam Tere, Latlakaraha. Then we get the Pratyayak, Sarvadhatuka Yak. Remember, the Shap is only Kartari. Kartari Shap. This is not Kartari. This is Karmani. So Drishya, Drishyate, final form. Okay, let's get ready for the next one. You ready, sir? Next one. Having failed to discover. What do you think? It's a long. You know what? Let me read this one first. 1 second. Chitra Graha Nikunjadi Nana Sthane Shivan Vishyapya Prapta Sita Darshano. One more time. Chitragraha Nikunjadi Nana Sthaneshwan Vishyapya Prapta Sita Darshano Hanumanstasya Ravanena Pramapanadi Sambhavyakrita Karyataya Swayatna Vaiphalyam Manvanaha Sugriva Darshanadishu Nirvidnopi Nirvedasyanartha Padakat Vichintya nirvedasyaiva phalotpadakatvam nischinvan punarapyanveshtum arabhate anvishtakhila pradeshopya labdhasita darshanaha punascha vishidati. One more time. Chitra gruha nikunjadi nana sthaneshvan vishyapya prap Sita Darshano Hanumanstasya Ravanena Pramapanadi Sambhavyakrita Karyataya Swayatna Vaiphalyam Manvanaha Sugriva Darshanadishu Nirvidnopi Nirvedasyanartha Padakatvam Vichintya Nirvedasyaiva Phalotpadakatvam Nischinvan Punarapyanveshtum Arabhate Anvishtakhila Pradeshopya Labdha Sita Darshanaha Punascha Vishidati. This is a good practice, by the way. You know, Vak Shuddha Syat. Your speech will become very, very pure and very sharp if you read Sanskritam all the time. Ramayanam, whatever you want to read. Just keep on reading. Keep on loud and clear. Okay. Let me do the Padacheda for you. Chitragraha Nikunjadi Nana Sthaneshu Anvishya Api Aprapta Sita Darshanaha Hanuman Tasyaha Ravanena Pramapanadi Sambhavya Akrita Karyataya Swayatna Vaiphalyam Manvanaha Sugriva Darshanadishu Nirvinnaha Api nirvedasya anarthapadakatvam vichintya anirvedasya eva phalotpadakatvam nishchinvan punaha api anveshtum arabhate anvishtakhila pradeshah api alabdhasita darshanah punaha cha vishidati. One trick in this is that always makes the long longer when you're pronouncing, and always give a hitch on the short one. Like you say api. When you say api, it has to be only, when you say api, now we don't know if it's long or short. When you say api, then you know that it is short e, api. Okay, now let's do the samasas. Chitra griha nikunjadi nana sthaneshu. So chitra, griha, nikunja, adi, nana, sthana. So in various places, which is the picture galleries and the bowers, etc. Anvishya is also compound. Anuishya, anvishya. Api, this is also compound. Aprapta sita darshanaha. Sitayaha darshanam, sita darshanam. Apraptam sitayaha darshanam yena saha. By whom Sita was not seen. It's qualifying Hanuman. Pramapanadi is also a Bahuvri Kam. In fact, Ravi, you want to do this Ravi for us? Ravi is there. I don't know why I should have given this to Ravi. You can relax. We'll try this one, Ravi. Pramapanadi.
Yes, sir.
We do a samasas for us.
Pramapanam adihi.
Yasya
Pramapanam adihi yasya tat.
Yeah, make it adi only. Make it napumsakalingam. Pramapanam adi. Yasya tat. So killing, etc. The next samasa is akrita karyataya. In fact, Ravi has put this in document here, it's brought down here. Just some, okay. He already has it here. Kritani karyani. So krita karya. In fact, comes in Gita, by the way. Kritakrityascha bharata. This is an idiomatic expression in Sanskrit. Always have Gita in your mind, always in your brain, circling all the time. So you can quickly spot the usage which you have seen. It's not exactly the same match, very close. Kritakrityascha bharata. So fulfilled, to one who has done what is to be done. One who has done what was to be done. So kritakaryaha, kritakrityaha, same thing. So comes in Gita, last shloka of chapter 15. Idam iti guhyatamam shastram idam uktam mayanagha etad buddhva buddhiman syat. Having understood this, buddhiman syat, one becomes intelligent. He knows what's going on. Kritakrityascha bharata. He becomes fulfilled. One who has done what is fit to be done, what is to be done. It's Bahuvri compound. So kritani karyani, Ravi has put this here. Yena kritakaryaha, na kritakaryaha, akritakarya. One who has not done what is, one who is not as such. Akritakaryaśya bhavaha akritakaryata. Thatness. The state of one who is not fulfilled. And then in that manner, akritakaryataya, in that way. So that's one. Soyatna vaiphalyam, it is state, vifalasya bhava vaiphalyam, uselessness of one's effort. This also Ravi has it down here. We will go down in detail later on. Let's break Balramji in the chat. Is ready, sir, now? So having failed to discover, what do you think it is?
Sorry.
Try this one. Having this one is the second sentence. This is the second sentence, okay? So let me split them up for you. This one is from here to here, so that's not for us right now. And then this one is from here to here, is from here to here. So now we're looking at only at this part. We're only looking at from here to here, okay? So having failed to discover Sita.
Aprapta
Sita darshanaha.
Aprapta Sita darshana.
Okay, that is the compound. She's one by whom Sita was not seen. This is the power of compound language, These long English expressions can be crushed into compound. Compounds are very, very powerful. They're extremely powerful in expressing so many meanings in concise form. They really make the language, because people say that, Sanskritam you cannot express so many things. That's not true. If you know compounds really well, and you know the idiomatic expressions, you can really express a lot of things, using compound. So you can having to discover Sita. So, you instead of saying, aprapya, Sitayaha darshanam and all, you don't have to say the whole thing. You can make a nice compound. So this is Sitayaha darshanam. I think Ravi has it down here. Sitayaha darshanam. It should be probably down. Yeah, here it is. Sitayaha darshanam, Sita darshanam, straightforward. So view of Sita. Alabdham Sitayaha darshanam yenasa, alabdha Sita darshanaha. So there's a typo here. Okay, let me correct the typo. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Correct this typo down here, because that's a Bahuvari compound. Let's say Vartikam on 2 to 24. Anekam, let's say Aputraha. So Avidyamanaha. No, I'm sorry. That's not the one. This number is wrong. We don't need the Vartikam because we already had the word Alabdha, right? Okay. Aprapta. I think we had this one in the prior we had somewhere Alabdha Sita Darshanaha. This gets Aprapta Sita Darshanaha. Correct. So that one is slightly different. Let me just correct this typo here. We'll go on with that. So it's Apraptam Sita Darshanam Yenas. Okay, that's the way it should be. It should be up. I think in one of the prior verses we had Alabdha Sita Darshanaha. So we use the same thing here, but in this case we have this Alabdha Sita Darshanaha.
Satish, I can correct it.
Why don't you correct that? So this should be Apraptam. Number should be 2 to 24, Ravi. 2 to 24. Okay. Okay, Bahuvari compound. Let's continue now. Says even. What do you think even here? What do you think, Balramji, even?
Api somewhere.
He's right here, Api.
Api. Okay, yeah.
Api. After searching. Should be Lyaban, right?
Anvesh. Sorry?
It should be like ending in twa or lyap, right? So twa like krutwa, gatwa, having gone, having after going, gatwa, after seeing drishtva, after searching, anu plus ish.
Anvishya.
So anu plus ish, because we have compound here, that twa became lyap, like aprapya. So prapya, you can say. So having got. So what happens is that the pratya, we see in daily examples a lot of times. We've seen them a lot of times. If you just look here for this sutram, samasanya purve ktva lyap, this ktva become lyap in a compound. We've seen many examples. Many examples we've seen that. Here, so everywhere we have this. Upashritya. In fact, Gita, very beginning of Gita, we have it, right? Beginning of Gita. Acharya upasangamya raja vachanam abravit. So upasangamya, having approached, upasangam. So same thing here. Anu ish is to desire, anvish is to desire, after means to search. So okay, so we go after searching is anvishya. I think this is understood for her. I think this is understood for her. Okay, now comes in the picture gallery and other places. What do you think that is?
Chitragraham.
Chitragraha Nikunjadi Nana Sthaneshu. And this is not a perfect translation. This is a different book. But it should be Chitya. It's not exactly the same. So they have made it Sankshepena. So this is the entire thing. Chitragraha Nikunjadi Nana Sthaneshu. So Nana is variety of places. In a variety of places, which is the picture galleries and the bowers, etc. That is the Nikunja, the place covered with creepers, these, etc. So that is what it means. If you want to go, we'll go to component D, but that's this thing. In picture gallery and other places, they did not translate the Nikunja Didn't really translate the nana either. So that's what they put. Hanuman is this one here.
Hanuman.
Straightforward. Hanuman.
Hanuman.
Suspects. What do you think suspects? Having suspected. Suspecting. What do you think? The same thing as we have anvishya. Look for a similar formation.
Karyataya.
Oh, thank you, Ravi. Thank you, Ravi. No, look at Lyabantam. I want a Lyabantam like Prapya, Anubhuya, like that I want something. Having suspected.
Sambhavya.
Sambhavya. Sambhavya. Bhu is to be. Bhavayati means to make it be. Sambhavya means to having to make it, Sambhavayati means like Sambhavana, possibility, to make it possible. Sambhavya means having thought it possible. Sambhavya, having suspected. So Sambhavya. We'll go into detail in the meanwhile. So Dhatu is Bhu in the causative. Sambhavayati means makes it possible. Sambhavana, possibility. So having suspected. Sambhavya. That I think is understood. She might have been disposed. What do you think that? That may be a tough one maybe. What do you think it could be? You can use the process of elimination now. Yes, exactly. Tasyaha pramapanadi. Tasyaha is her. Killing. Pramapanam is death. Pramapanam is strange. I will come to this in a thing. It's a grammatically interesting form. With dhatu is mean. I think it's himsaya. So pramapanam is killing. Maranam. So tasyaha sitayaha. This is the maranadi. Maranam. So Maranadi, Ravanena. Maranadi. So Maranam, but in wait compound, Maranadi. So by Ravana is straightforward, right? This is this one. Ravanena.
Ravanena.
And thus, they may not be thus. No, I just understood. Meeting with frustration, everything.
Is it karyataya, krita karyataya?
No, try again. There are not many words left now. we know because we're already up to here. We only have to go from here to here now. That's all.
Only two more words.
Let's see. You know what? This translation is not exactly the same.
Too many words and there are only four words.
Yeah. This translation is not exactly. Okay, let's translate as it should be translated. Okay, Sambhavya. Akrita karyataya soyatna vaiphalyam manvanaha. Manvanaha is thinking, considering. Dhatu, this dhatu is from the 8th gana, manute. Manvana is considering that his effort is useless. That may be this one. Meeting with frustration. That could be it. At thinking that his effort is useless. Yes.
I think it is Nirvinna.
Yeah, Yoga Nirvinna Chetas. I think it says that, I thought it was this one. Falls into a quagmire of despair. That's Nirvinna. Comes in Gita, by the way. Yoga Nirvinna Chetasa. To practice yoga with a non-despairing mind. Anirvinna Chetasa. So that comes in Gita. I was leaving it for that one. Falling into this despair is Nirvinnaha. And I think this one meets with frustration. This is the frustration here. That is not exact translation. So akrita karyataya soyatna vaiphalyam mandvanaha sugriva darshanadishu nirvinnaha api. So means akrita karyataya. So being one. So in that by that.
It could be Manvanaha too.
Manvanaha is that considering. Manvana is that meeting. I think we can make it meeting, considering frustration. That's soyatna. This is frustration. I think is this one. Soyatna vaiphalyam, frustration, uselessness of his efforts. That's frustration. Meeting is probably Manvana. This one they have not taken translation. Akrita karyataya. means by that or because of the fact that he was not fulfilled. Akritakaryataya. In fact, you can connect that with the Sugriva Darshanadishu. So by going to Sugriva, etc., in a state such that he is not fulfilled, he's not done the job. So going back to Sugriva in a manner of being one who has not done the job, then considering that he thought he met with frustration, that he considered that his effort was useless. That's in the frustration. And then this part falls into despair is the nirvinnaha api. Nirvinnaha api. Let's try the next one. How about the...
What is Kritakaryataya?
Which one?
Kritakaryataya.
They have not translated that. Akrita karyataya Sugriva Darshanadi should not translated. I don't think that's been translated. They have translated this manvanaha. I think that's the meeting. Frustration is soyatna vaiphalyam. Uselessness of his efforts. And then falls into despair, I think, is this nirvinnaha. That's what we have. They didn't translate this one. Maybe next time I should trim this. I will trim these things ahead of the class. We don't get confused in the class. So he was thinking that his effort was useless by going to Sugriva, etc., seeing Sugriva, etc., in a state such that he has not done the job. He became despaired. He fell into despair. Nirvinnaha. Now, on second thought, however, what do you think that is?
Vichintyani.
I think probably
that's a
api.
plural. No.
I think api. Even though this is so that however, second thought however, I think it probably looks like api. He deprecates despair. What do you think that we go? It's a combination of these three. Nirvedasya. Nirveda is despair. Nirvedasya. Anarthapadakatvam is something which brings problems, which brings nothing good. Vichintya, having considered that despair only brings problems. So nirvedasya, anartha means, artha is something useful for purpose. Anartha is which is nothing useful. Apadakatvam, this dhatu pad is to go. Apadayati means it brings. So this nirveda has this property, apadakatvam. Nirveda having considered the property of bringing problems. So this property of nirveda, having considered that, so that they have translated down here too, he deprecates despair as harmful. That harmful is this anartha. Anartha. That which brings harm is anartha padakaha. The property of that is anartha padakatvam. So consider the property of bringing harm of this nirveda, vichintya. Yeah, this is not exact translation. So he deprecates despair as harmful. Means that having considered the harmfulness, I guess, of despair, it be like that, and falling back upon self-reliance. What do you think that could be? The same thing, right? The next clause. Anirvedasya eva phalotpadakatvam nischinvan. Nischya is to nischaya. Nischaya is to resolve, to decide, to become sure about something. So nischinvan. So deciding, concluding that anirvedasya eva phalotpadakatvam. That not being despaired, anirvedasya. So lack of despair, no despair only will give fruits, will give results. So non-despair only has the property, that tvam, of bringing results, of getting the job done. Deciding thus, nischinvan, solving thus, he resumes the search. That's easier. Can you get me that?
Punarapi anveshtum. Yeah, punarapi anveshtum.
Arabate.
Oh, what is arabate?
He begins.
Oh,
Begins to search. Anveshtum is to search. Anveshtum arabate. He begins to search. Punarapi. Again, resume the search.
So there is no in there. Arambhate there is no word like arambhate.
No. What do you think, Ravi? You want to take some grammar for this to answer this question? Because his question is that, Ravi.
Yes, Satish, sir.
His question is that yes, we have a word like arambha we have, right? So there is I'll give you a hint. There is a num agama there.
Numagama.
But then why not in arabhate?
Arabhate. Arabhate is a tinganta.
Correct. But then which sutram gives the num agama which does not apply when shab follows?
Aniditam halopadhaya kingiti.
No, okay, I'll make it easy for you, Ravi. Let's open up the section for you, okay? This goes from 7158. Anveshtum Arabhate. Ravi begins to search for sutram now. So look here. Rabhe Ashablitoho. Very easy for you, Ravi.
Oh, special sutra. Okay.
Rabhe Ashablitoho. So very easy Panini mates. That's the answer, Balramji. Rabhe Ashablitoho. When the shab follows or lit follows, then no num agamaha. Otherwise, Rabha takes the num agamaha. Good question, but we have the form arambhaha. Then why not arambhate? So because the sutram it says ashablitoho. So 7163 very quickly. Rabhe ashablitoho. That's for you, Ravi, today. Rabhe ashablitoho. Rabhe rangasya shablid varjite ajado pratyay parataha. Num agamo bhavati. In fact, here he gives ashablito iti kim arabhate. Arabhe. But arambha everything we can have. So yes, rab will take the num agamaha, but not when followed by the shab karna or lit. So arabhate is shab. Okay, that's the reason. So 7163. Okay, you get that? So one more time is that Sambhavya, having considered that she has been killed by Ravana from Mahaparnadi, and then going back in a state of being unfulfilled and seeing Sugriva would be really frustrating. So that would be, says it he's meeting with frustration. That means that his effort has been thinking that his entire trip has been useless. If he goes back to see Sugriva in a state that he has not done the job, Nirvindaha he becomes desperate. Even though it was such, he realized that this Nirveda has the property of bringing only nothing good. Anartha padakatvam. So Nirvedaha, Anartha padakaha. It ones who brings the apadakaha means who brings which gives only problems. Vichintya, realizing that, thinking about that, Adirvedasya eva phalotpadakatvam. Adirvedaha only will give results. With Nischinvan, he concluded that Punarapi Anveshtum Arabhate. He again begins to search for her. Now, but what do you think? What do you think? This is easy one for you. What is but? Is it easy? Maybe there's no but over here. I think that's only a connecting word. How about failing to find her? What do you think that one?
Anveshtu Maisa. Anvishta.
No. Failing to find her. Think. We just had it up here. Alabdha Sita Darshanaha.
Oh,
In fact, maybe the document was not wrong then. We just corrected the document. We have both of them here now. I mean, the number was wrong anyway.
Yes, Satish, I realized that.
So I think both of them were here. So the number was wrong, but otherwise the document was not wrong as such. Because I think Ravi had put the second one. So he had put the Alabdha Sita Darshana. So Alabdham, okay, good. The only number was wrong. But Alabdham Sita Darshanam Atva Aparaptam Sita Darshanam Yena Saha. So by whom Sita has not been seen. The sight of Sita has not been obtained, technically speaking. Has not been obtained. Basically not seeing Sita. So yes, so this one here, failing to find her, is Alabdha Sita Darshanaha. Alabdham Sitayaha Darshanam Yena Saha. Even is easy one for you. Even is even. What do you think? Even is
Api.
Even is api. On searching, having searched.
Anvishta Anvishta.
No, it's a compound. So, on searching for her all around. This compound word.
Anvishta Kila Pradesha.
Pradeshaha. This is qualifying whom, by the way? Anvishta Kila Pradesh. It's qualifying Hanuman. So he was one who had searched the entire grounds, the entire place. So Anvishtaha, Margitaha, Akhilaha, Pradeshaha, Yenasaha. So by whom the entire place has been searched. Being as such, he becomes despondent. What is that?
Again is Punascha, I guess.
I got that. And then
Vishidati must be
Vishidati. First chapter of Gita, what's the name? Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. The despondency of Arjuna. So V plus Sad is to sink, to become desperate, to become despair. Vishidati. Punascha Vishidati. Anvishta Akhila Pradesha. So he was one who had searched the entire place. Api, even though he was such, Alabdha Sita Darshana, he had not yet got a glimpse of Sita. Again he became sad. Punascha he sunk. Punascha Vishidati. Alright, some little grammar here. I'll keep it short. But Ravi and myself here put some effort, so bear with us for 5 minutes. Chitraihi bhushitam gruham chittagraham. So this is, I think, Shaka Parthiva. Samanadhikarana adhikare Shaka Parthivadinam upasankhyanam uttarpada lopascha. This is like a compact Garbhadharya compound. And something in the Purapadam, the Uttarapadam of the Purapadam has been dropped. So Chitragraha is picture house, picture gallery. So it's a gallery which is decorated with pictures. The decorated part has been dropped. So Chitragraham. Then it's a Chitragrahani cha Nikunjani cha Chitragraha Nikunjani Chartya Dvandvaha, picture galleries and the bowers. Then in the meanwhile, Nana Sthanani. So Nana Vividhani Sthanani, Karmadharya compound. Chitragraha Nikunjani Adini Yesham Thani. Chitragraha Nikunja Adini. This variety of places. Adi this is always the way of forming the Bahuvari compound. So when you have the word etc. in English, etc. Indra Adeha Devaha. So the gods Indra, etc. Atriyadeha Rishayaha. The Munis, Atri, etc. So when you say, so technically it is, whose beginning member is X. So Chitragraha Nikunjani Adini. So those who are beginning with this means that, etc. But it's a Bahuvari compound. It's those whose beginning member is that. It's a Bahuvari compound. Chitragraha Nikunjadini Chattani Nana Sthani. So variety of places, which is whose first member is Chitragraha Nikunja. So variety of places, picture galleries, bowers, etc. So Karmadharya compound. So you see the Bahuvari is an adjective, remember that. Bahuvari is an adjective compound. In the Wednesday class, we'll start Bahuvaris in a couple of weeks. So maybe next week. So this is adjective to Nana Sthanani. So Na Praptam Apraptam. In fact, here we have it here. Correct. So correct. Na Praptam Apraptam. Naitat Purushaha. This Nai gets the Akar Lopaha, no Lopo Nayaha. Sitayaha Darshanam, Sita Darshanam. Straightforward. Apraptam Sita Darshanam Yena Saha. So by whom Sita was not seen. Now Ishu Ichchayam, Anvishya. First you get the Pratyaya Ktva, Samad Pratyaya Purvakale. Like when you have same doer doing two action. For example, Gatva, Drakshasi, having gone there you will see, etc. But then what happens is that when you form this compound with this anu, which is the paradeha, sarga, kriyayoge, gatishcha, gatisamasaha, the twa becomes lyap, anvishya, anubandha lope, yanadesha, anvishya, having searched. Now this is interesting one, mean hinsaya. This is not a very common dhatu. This is from the kriyadi ganaha. So then what happens is that you add a nich pratyaya swarte. It's an interesting one that I thought. And then we get the one sutra for you, Ravi, today. This sutram is 6150. 6150, let me see, I think 6150. Meenati minoti dingam lyapicha. Sutram. Meenati minoti dingam lyapicha. Get the akara adesha. Yes.
I think this is in the Divadi Gana chapter, sutra.
Yes, but we did not divadigana. Yeah, because dhatu ding. Yes. I think we didn't need that there, Ravi, because we didn't need for the let, lot, lang, vidiling. I think we didn't take it that time. We didn't do the dhatu.
Yes, but
correct. Let's look at the examples given here. So that's this. This is an interesting sutra. I remember my teacher talking about the sutra also. The 6150. Look at the number. It's going to give you the akar adesha because we know 6145 adesha upadesha shiti. So this is the ad adesha. Akar adesha is going to come here because we know the sutra 6145. Adesha upadesha shiti. So anavritti of at is coming down. Take the akar adesha. Our 6150 says that. 6150, let's see what it says. 6150. It's not a grammar class, but it's interesting word. Pramapanam. Pramapanam says Esham atum syat lyapi chat ashiti ej nimitte. So that is the thing. It says that ming himsayam duming prekshan ding kshaye. This is the one which I think is dividing about what Ravi is saying. Etesham dhatunam lyapi is fine, which is what we have right now, but no, we do not have lyapi. Lyapi vishaye chakarad echascha vishaye upadeshe eva prak pratyotpattehe alontyasya sthane akaradesha bhavati. Akaradesha. So one more time, these three dhatus take the akaradesha immediately in the beginning itself, before beginning the pratyay. When does it happen? Lyapi. Then chakarad echascha vishaye. If this could be an ekar adesha is going to be coming. If we know that, then before the pratyaya itself comes, you make the akar adesha. So esham atam syat lyapi chad ashityi ej nimitte. Should be ashit pratyaya ej nimitta. So what we have here, we have pratyaya nich. It is not ashit pratyaya. Because guna adesha would have been done. Guna Rashi Vruddhi Adesha would have done. So Eja Adesha. So if we know it's going to be coming, make it Ma. So this Dhatu will take the Akar Adesha, become an Akar ending in Dhatu immediately if we know the Pratyaya which is Ashit is going to cause an Eja Adesha. Interesting Sutram. Become Ma. It's not a very common Sutram. It's not very common Dhatu. So what Sutram is this Meenati Minoti Dingam Yapicha. Then we get the Puk Agamaha 7336. Next sthape. Pratham sthapaya mechita tadvat Puk Agamaha. If you have a dhatu in akaraha followed by this niche, get the 7336. Arti rivli reek nuik shmai yatam puknau. Puk Agamaha we get pramapanam. Finally we get the nattam by 8429. So very interesting form, this pramapanam. So meaning himsaya, swarte nich means to hurt somebody. In this case means to kill basically. Pramapanam means to kill. So krityachaha. Also interesting sutram, krityachaha for natvam. So this pramapanam from a vyakaran standpoint has two interesting points. The akaradeshaha and also the pukagamaha, but three interesting points. And the natvam. Kritstaha yo nakaraha. Nakara for Krut Pratyaya. Because you get the Lyut became Ana. Achaha Uttaraha should follow an Acha. Tasya Upasarga Sthan Nimittad Uttarasya Nakaradesha Bhavati. So we got three interesting points here. Not Vyakaranam class, I know, but there are three interesting points. Firstly, the Akaradesha. That is by 6150 we got the Akaradesha. That was the first thing. And that came right at the top, in the very beginning itself. Meenati Minoti Dingam Yapicha. You got the Puk Agama after that. Arti Rivli Ityadi Sutrena. And then we got the Nattam Krityachaha. Pramapanam means killing, Maranam. Again, this I did in short. I don't want to take too much time in the class because this, but this is interesting. If you want to look in detail, look at 6150. Then look at 7336 and 8429. 8429. Pramapanam adi yasya pramapanadi, killing, etc. The Sambhavya Dhatu Bhu plus Nich is having kind of made it possible. having considered that, having suspected that, so nish pratyaya, this is hetumati, and then get the achuniti, echoyavaya becomes bhavi, sambhavya, when you form the compound, same thing, you get the lyapadesha, nubandha lope ya, and then what happens is that we get the niraniti. The nishpati aniraga ardhadhatuke pare nir lopasyat. Very important, Sutram 6.451. Anytime nish is followed by pratyavishanya ardhatukam, it is anit. The nish drops. Aniraga ardhatuke pare nir lopasyat. So becomes sambhavya. In fact, here in Gita, karyate yavashah karma sarvaprakritir gunaihi karyate. This you can think about niranti over there also. In the form kari in Gita becomes karyate. Karyate yavashah karma karyate yavashah karma sarvaprakritir gunaihi karyate yar. So this kari is formed, we make it passive form, made to do. So kari plus the sarvadhatuke yak, that yak cannot take it agam, it's not valadi. So the nail lopa karyate. We chant Gita. Next time we chant Gita, important shloka of Gita also. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatutishtatya karma krita. Nobody can sit still even for a while. Nobody can sit still and not doing anything even for a second. Karyate yavashah karma. He is helplessly made to do actions. Everyone is made to do action by the guna of prakriti. So karyate, kari, add kru plus nish becomes kari, then make it passive. So kari plus ta, then becomes te re, te, yak pratyaha, then niraniti karyate. So that's sutram there in Gita. Sambhavya, then this we already did that. Soyatnam, we got that. Vigatam phalam yasatat viphalam. Means this doesn't have, this is the Vartikam 1 to 24. Vigata phalam. Then vaiphalyam, vipalasya bhava vaiphalyam. This Sutram 5 and 24. And I'm giving a lot of sutras here, but I just want to give the numbers. If any of you want to look in detail later on, whenever we'll come back to these when we do them in the beginning class. So it becomes 51124. I'm sorry. So this is the 51124. 124. Gunavachana brahmanadi bhya karmanicha. Brahmana akriti ganaha. Tasya bhavaha. So from 51119 on it starts tasya bhavaha. 51119. So the state of that. So vaiphalyam, uselessness, vaiphalyam. Pratyashan is used by 51124, and then anubandha lopaha, adivriddhi by 7211, 7th diteshva chamadehe, and then angam gets the bhasanya yasyati cha. So this pratyashan by the sutram gunavachana brahmanadibhya karmanicha, and then the angakaryam adivriddhi, and then bhasanya for the angam yasyati cha. Then manvanaha, this is a present participle. Manu avabodhane, from the tudadi, this is the this tanadiganaha, and then tanadikrimbya uhu. So we get vartamane lat, then we get shanach adesha, jatashatra shanacha prathama samadhikarane, but that prathama samadhikarane is not always honored because of the vyakhyanam, because anuvatti of a lot of time you have to use this trick. Is vartamane lat, that sutram Panini already has the lat. Again he says lataha shatrashana chao. Lat iti vartamane punar lat grahanam tena jnapyate, that there will be kvachit prathama samadhikarane api. So we had word one manvanaha is prathama ekvachanam, but Panini has said you cannot use this prathama in the prathama samadhikarane, but the vyakhyanam says that lat iti vartamane punar lat grahanam adhika vach vidhanartham, to extend that. Kvachit prathama samadhikarane api bhavati. So manvanaha, this man plus shanachkrina vikarana, u comes over here and then do the sandhi operation, comes vinyarnadesha manvanaha. Okay, there's no ane muk. Sugriva darshanam, Sugriva darshanam, Sugriva darshanadi, same thing, Bhuvri compound, the site of Sugriva, etc. Sugriva darshanam adi yasya tat. Then Vidasattayam Nirvinnaha. Interesting word, Nirvinnaha. This is Nishtha Pratyaha, Kta Pratyaha, Sutram is Nishtha, Taktavatu Nishtha. And here what happens is that Anubandha Lopaha, then we get the first the Nishtha Takara becomes Nakaraha. Radabhyam, no, Radabhyam, Nishthato Naha, Urvasya Daha, Dhatu in Refa or Dakaraha, gets the Nishtha Takara becomes Nakaraha. Radabhyam, like Kirna, Tirna, Uttirna, all those words, Radabhyam, like Dinna, Tunna, Klinna, Radabhyam Nishthato Naha, Urvasya Daha. So this becomes a Nakaraha, but then we need Natvam. How do we get that Natvam? How can we get that? Nimittam is here, which is okay, but we got the intervening Nakara intervening here. At Kupwang Num P 842 At Kupu Ang and Num Kupwang Num We don't have that because we have this Nakara over here. This is not the Anuswara, anything like that. So Vartikam. Nirvinasya Upasankyanam. The word Nirvinna has to be formed, but Nattam has to be allowed over here. So becomes Nakaraha, and then after that we get the Shunashtuhu, Nirvinna. So one thing Vartikam here, Nirvinnasya Upasankyanam. So don't despair. Don't become Nirvinna. We have a Vartikam. Nirvinnasya Upasankyanam on 8429. Avidyamana Artha Yasyatat Anartham means nothing good, useless. Again here also, no lopo nayaha tasmanudachi anartham. Now apadakatvam, so we got the padagatav. Means pada is to go, but padi is to cause to go. Apadayati means to cause to come. To cause to come, apadakaha. So we first form you take the nich and make it padi, then add the patya and nul through chav. One who does that action, so one who causes something to come, one which brings. Yu becomes Akka by 711, again Niraniti, and we get Apadakaha as a Gati Samasaha. I know I'm going too fast, but I just want to mention at least these numbers. So if you want to look it up, you can look it up. So we're Padagato, Pada is to this. All this dhatu is almost never used on its own. So Prayana, Upasarga, so Purvaha, so Pasarga Yogena. So we like Sampatti, Apatti, Vipatti, Patipatti, Prapatti, a lot of these things, but never on its own. So almost never on its own. So we get Padi is to cause to go, and then one who causes to go is Padakaha, one who causes to bring is Apadakaha, causes to come is brings. Anarthasya Apadakaha, Anartha Apadakaha, then Anartha Apadakasya Bhavaha, Anartha Apadakatvam. So that's what he said back here, is that the Nirvedasya Anartha Apadakatvam. Nirveda has this despair as the property of only bringing harm. So that's what that was. And then this chi chayane is to collect, is also present participle by the same thing. So Shatru Pratyaya in this case, because Prasapadi Dhatu, no, it's Uvapadi Dhatu, in this case Shatru has been used, and we get the form Chinvat, and Chinvan is the Prathama Ekvachan of that, Chinvan, because that's here and that the Pachat becomes Pachan, Chinvan becomes Chin. Include, to decide, to resolve, having resolved, resolving, deciding, concluding. Nishchinvan. Nishchinvan was coming over here. Is that Anirvedasyeva Flotpadakattam Nishchinvan, concluding that not despairing alone has the property of bringing results. Flotpadakattam Nishchinvan. Nishchinvan. Dhatu is Nishchi Chayane. Nishchi is to resolve. Then Nishchinvan Sandhikaryam we have here. You get these Soshtanashtuhu finally. Ishu Ichayam Anveshtum. Anvish is to search. Anveshtum Pratyat Tumun will also is 3310. Yes, Anveshtum. Actually here Ravi, I think we got the wrong number here, because Anveshtum Arabhate, right Ravi? So I think we don't have Kriyayam Kriyarthayam Ravi. I think we have to use 3465. What do you think? Dhatu Rab is mentioned by Pani in that sutra. Shaka Drisha Gnya Gla Ghata Rabha Labha Krama. So Anveshtum Arabhate, right Ravi?
Yes, Satish.
So I think we need to change this to 3465. 3465. You can change that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, thank you. So Anveshtum Arabate. So and Arabate we just talked about that. So Shapratya, Lat Lakara, straightforward. Then Labdha. Labdha is only Sandhikaryam by the Jashasthator Dodhaha and also Jalam Jaschashi. Nalabdham alabdham naintat purushaha. Sita yaha darshanam alabdham. Alabdham Sita darshanam is shashti tat purushaha. Alabdham Sita darshanam yena saha. Alabdha Sita darshanam bahuvri compound. And then Vishidati dhatu sad becomes Sida by 7378. Pa, Gra, Dva, etc. And then Vishidati by 8366. Final form 8366, important sutram here, 8366. Say the Sadira Pratehe is dhatu to get the Mudhanya Shakara Desha. Sadira Pratehe, 8366 is the last point on this. There's a lot of points, I'm taking only some of them that Sadehe Sakarasya Upasarga Sthan Nimittat Apratehe Uttarasya Murdhanya Adesh Bhavati. So if you have nimittam in the upasargaha for the dhatu, this dhatu, sad, then it will take the shakara adeshaha, but it should not be the upasarga prati. So we have vi. So the sadira pratehe make the murdhanya shakara adesha. Vishidati. Alright. Next shlokaha. Avatirya vimanacha Hanuman marutatmajaha. Chinta upajagamat shokopahata chetanaha. Avatirya vimanacha Hanuman marutatmajaha. Chinta upajagamat shokopahata chetanaha. Padacheda. Ravi, Padacheda for us, Ravi, kind of straightforward, but
yes,
thanks, Ravi, for that. Yeah, go ahead.
Avatirya
Vimanat cha
Hanuman Marutatmajaha
Samastam padam
Chintam
Upajagama
Atha Shokopahata
Chetanaha Samastam padam. Alright, Balaram, you ready? Try this one. How about ne? What do you think ne? Yeah, I think cha, probably cha. Descending.
Avatirya?
Avatirya. Dhatu tru. Tru is to cross. Avatru is to come. Like avataraha, right? Avataraha is to descend. Descent. Avataraha. So, yeah, avatirya. We'll come to grammar in a second. So, we see this tru becomes ikaraha. Uran upper hand becomes dirghaha. We have it right actually. Tru plavanata tarana yoho means to cross, to swim, or to go across. In the pratyaktva, having done that action, then we get the same. You get the samasa with avagati samasa. Tva becomes lyap. Then the rukara, because there's no guna adesha, because the tva was a kit pratya kiniticha sthanivad bhavat. Lyap also is a kit, so no guna adesha. Then any rukara ending of a dhatu becomes ikara if it survives the guna vriddhi operation. So you get tir. And then Sutram Halicha of Anuji is in the class. Good. This is also her copyright. See, we have to pay her a charge for this. Becomes, if you have a Repanta Vakaranta Dhatu followed by Hal, it becomes Dirgha. So Tirya. Okay. From the aerial car, straightforward, what is this?
Vimanat.
Hanuman is Hanuman. Sprung from the loins of a. This is, I think, it should be loins, right? This is English. It should be Loins, right? I think it should be Loi. I think loins. I think.
Yeah,
so.
I'll fix it, Satish.
I think so. I'm not English too, but anyway, sprung from the loins of the wind god. Okay, what do you think that is?
Marutatmajaha.
So Atmanaha Jataha Atmajaha. Spring from your own son. Not adopted or something. So Atmajaha Putraha. So Marutasya Atmajaha. So the son of the wind god. Now, what do you think now? Atha, now. Fell a brooding. Okay, now this is idiomatic here. Like you say in Gita, Ritlaibyam masmagamas partha. Don't go to impotency. You don't go to a state like bhayam upajagama. He went to fear. So this thing, he approached, he went close to worry. That's what it says. Upajagama.
Chintam is
Yeah, chintam is brooding, and he fell is upajagama. Fell to brooding. But it's idiomatic. You go to a mental state. So that is the thing which is in Sanskrit is used a lot. If you use English, you don't say that. You don't say don't go to fear, don't go to impotency. You don't say that. But so it says chintam upajagama. He approached worry. He went close to worry. Means he started worrying basically. Fell a brooding. His understanding having been clouded by grief. Okay, that's the only one remaining word now, right? Shoko pahata chetana. So all the understanding is chetana. Being clouded is upahata.
Grief is shoka.
And grief is, I think, comes in Gita. Lobhopahata is coming somewhere. It clicks in my mind somewhere. I think we have lobhopahata come in Gita. So these expressions are idiomatic. So lobhopahata. Here it is. Yadyap ketana pashyanti. Even though these sons of Duryodhana are not seeing, sons of Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, etc., are not seeing this. Because of what? Lobhopahata. Their minds have been clouded with greed. Kulakshakritan dosham, by destroying the family. They don't see the sin, patakam, coming from treachery against your own friends, and also the defect, the dosha, from destroying your own family. Even though these people whose minds have been clouded with greed, even though they are not seeing it, we should be seeing it, is what he says. So this lobhopahata chetas, so chetasaha. Okay, so I think we got the meaning here, kind of straightforward. Our theory, we already did that. Now gamr gatau jagam lit lakaraha. We're doing that very shortly in the first half of the class. Will be coming quite not too far away. So we got gam plus lit paroksha lit, and then the tip pratyaha pathapurusha ekvachanam. The karta is Hanuman. He approached worry. So this tip takes the nalla desha. So in tip tarji become null atus us when they're in the lit lakaraha. And when the lopa now because just now we get the abhyasaha. Nitidhatornabhyasasya. Gam and then haladisheshaha kuhoshchuho, and finally atopadhaya, because it's a nit pratyaya. Atopada becomes jagama. Upa is the upasarga, upajagama. Now shokena upahata, shoko upahata. The chiti sanchetane. Thing is to think or to be so sanchetane is to maybe to be conscious sanchetane. So chitta plus nich is a churadi ganaha becomes cheti with the puganta lagu patasya, and because of that you get the yuchagamaha striyam tin. The important sutra when you have like the word sadhana, prarthana, archana, yachana. See, all these words are ending in that na ending. These are because of the fact that in striyam, nyasishanto yuch Panini says. So if you have a nyantad dhatu, you take the pratyaya yuch striyam. So even though striyam krim is the utsargaha, there is this sutram says if you have a nyantam, then like a word like sadhana, prarthana, archana, all of these words, you get the yuchagamaha. Of course, you becomes ana by 711. So pratyadeshas, beginning of 7-1, always think of that. I heard that from a teacher 1,000 times. So chetana and then top chetana. Then shoko puhata chetana yasya saha. Here comes Vasu's favorite topic, pumvad bhavaha. Do we need pumvad bhavaha? Upahata. Because we have upahata chetana. So become pumvad bhavaha. Basically when you have this adjective qualifying something in the feminine is Bhavri compound. Like in Gita, my favorite example is Sthita Prajnasya Kavasha. It gets Pumvad Bhava 6334. Very interesting long sutram. This is not a very friendly sutram. It has a lot of complications. But Striyaha Pumvad Bhashit Pumstakadanu Samanadhikarane Striyam Purani Prihadishu. Anyway, just keep it simple. When you have an adjective in this Bhavri compound, second term is feminine, the projective becomes masculine like. So this Upahata becomes Upahata. Upahata. Upahata Chetana. And finally the Bhavri compound, the end takes Rasvadesha. Goes to your Prasarjanasya. So two things are happening here. This Upahata became Upahata and Chetana became Chetana. They're two different operations. One is by, if you want to look up some details, 6334 Pumvad Bhava. Once it Pumvad Bhava became masculine like that Upahata, Shoko Pahata. And then this is Rasvadesha at the end by 1248. Goes to your Upasarjanasya. Goes to your Upasarjanasya. So if you have the ending word in the Stri Pratyaya, in this case Chetana, we just add the Pratyaya top, we add it there, then it becomes Rasvadesha, it's Upasarjana Sanya. In a Bhavri compound, general rule, every Padam, Upasarjana Sanya. Okay, so Shoko Pahata Chetana Yasya Saha. Okay, Balaram, you ready? Last 5-10 minutes. Let's see what we can do over here. Let's read this one. Pushpaka Vimana Nirgato Hanuman Vidyudvegena Sarvato Anvishyapya Labdha Sita Darshanaha. Again the same thing. Alabdha Sita Darshanaha. Tasya Vinasham Eva Darshane Hetutvenot Prekshate. Janakya Anupalabdhi. Sandhi. Look at the Sandhi here. Anupalabdhi Rame. Rori. Then the Dirgha Adesha for the prior one. Dhalope Purush Dirgho Naha. Anupalabdhi is the Padacheda. Anupalabdhi Rame. Nivedita Pyanik Mahanartha Padiketi Vichintya Pratiprayanan Nivrittaha Prayopaveshanam Pranamokshanam Ravanamaranam Va Yavad Vichintayati Tavad Ekam Manavatikam Ananveshitam Nirdharya Tamanveshtam Upakrantaha Swadyoga Safalya Padanartham Rishideva Gana Brahma Deen Prarthayate. Alright, one more time. Pushpaka Vimana Nirgato Hanuman Vidyudvegena Sarvato Anvishyapya Labdha Sita Darshanaha Sita Darshanastasya Vinasham Eva Darshane Hetutvenot Prekshate. Janakya Anupalabdhi Rame Nivedita Pyaneka Mahanartha Padiketi Vichintya Prati Prayanan Nivrittaha Prayopaveshanam Pranamokshanam Ravanamarnam Va Yavad Vichintayati Tavaddeka Manavatika Mananveshitam Nirdhalya Tamanveshtam Upakrantaha Svodyoga Safalya Padanartham Rishideva Gana Brahma Deen Prarthayate. Shapadacheda Ravi, right?
Yes, Rishi.
Okay, let's try Padacheda.
Pushpaka Vimanat Nirgataha Hanuman Vidyudvegena Sarvataha Anvishya Api Alabdha Sita Darshanaha Tasyaha. This is the Hali Sarvesham. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Vinasham Eva Adarshane Hetutvena Utprekshate Janakyaha Anupalabdhihi Rame Nivedita.
No, you can break it there, I think. Nivedita. Anivedita. Api. So you can break it like so nivedita, anivedita, api.
Aneka mahanarthapadika.
Correct. Correct. Aneka mahanarthapadika iti. Correct.
Vichintya.
Vichintya.
Pratiprayanant.
No. Praprayanat. Pratiprayanat. Correct.
Nivruttaha.
Nivruttaha.
Prayopaveshanam.
Prayopaveshanam.
Pranamokshanam.
Pranamokshanam.
Ravanamaranam.
Ravanamaranam.
Oh, Ravanamaranam.
Maranam. Va.
Yavat.
Yavat.
Vichintayati.
So you have yavat tavat. So just as he, as long as and just as he was just then. Yeah, so you correct. Yavat vichintayati.
Tavat.
Tavat.
Ekam.
Ekam.
Vanavatikam.
Vanavatikam.
Ananveshitam.
Ananveshitam.
Nirdharya.
Nirdharya.
Tam.
Tam.
Anveshtum.
Anveshtum.
Upakrantaha.
Upakrantaha.
Svodyoga safalyapadanartham.
Correct. Svodyoga safalyapadanartham.
Rushideva gana brahmadin.
Rishideva gana brahmadin. Correct.
Prarthayate.
Prarthayate. Vayamapi sarve. Vayamapi sarve. Asya shlokasya arthagrahanartham. Asya khandasya arthagrahanartham Rishideva gana brahmadin prarthayamahe. Okay. I'm just joking. So, okay, well, I'm ready. We are last fight.
Somehow this seems to be easier than the last one.
Well, we know the story, right? I mean, you know the story, so it makes it a little bit easy. But let's try. Let's see. Then we'll do the Vyakaranam next time. Okay, coming out.
Nirgata.
Nirgata. Of the aerial car.
Vimanat.
Pushpaka. Correct. Vimanat and then Pushpaka. Pushpaka Vimanat. Correct. This one we already know though. We already know this. So
yeah. Alabdha Sita Darshana.
Alabdha Sita Darshana. and not finding Sita. Now Api. No, sorry. Even Api. I think Api is there somewhere. Api is right. Api.
Yeah, Api.
Searching for her.
Anvishya.
Anvishya. On all sides.
Sarvata.
Sarvataha. Sarvataha. Sarvataha on all sides. Hanuman is Hanuman. Concludes. I think Utprekshate. He conjectures. He guesses. Utpreksha, like you imagine something, you guess something, you conjecture something. Utpreksha.
What happened to Vidyut
Yeah, Vidyut Vegena. The Luptam. It is not there. I think it's there. Vidyut Vegena. Vidyut Vegena Gatam. It has gone. Yeah, Vidyut Vegena Sarvatan. We should have been here. Having, even for searching for her with the speed of lightning on all sides.
I see.
Yeah, that should have been here. It is not there. Yeah. So this has been not translated with Vidyudvegena. Yeah, this is from a different book. I'm sorry. I should cut these things off next time. So yeah, so it should have been here. Having searched, even searching for her with the speed of lightning on all sides. Hanuman concludes her to have been killed. I think Utprekshate. He guesses. Now, Vinasham Utprekshate. He conjectures her destruction, her death. And then he says, Adarshane hetutvena utprekshate. So, in not seeing Adarshane, means in the matter of not seeing her, he guesses that the reason is that she must have been destroyed. So, hetutvena, in the manner of the cause. That the cause of not seeing her, the reason of not seeing her basically is that she is no longer, she is destroyed. So this entire part, Vinasham eva adarshane hetutvena utprekshate is summarized here, concludes her to have been killed. So Vinasham is her death, he conjectures her death as the reason for not seeing her, for in not seeing her. So hetutven, in that manner, in that manner of the reason, he conjectures the death in not seeing her. Okay. Now believing, thinking. Yeah. See, these long sentences, you're going to have these words in the beginning, tva pratyaya, having done this, having done this, having done this, then that. So look for a term in the lya pratyaya or the tva pratyaya, believing. There is a vichintya, considering, thinking, reflecting, believing, vichintya. There's an iti that ends the quotation. That is the that. That is the iti. Her untraceability.
Janakya anupalabdhi.
Very good, very good. Her is Janakya. Untraceability is anupalabdhi. No matter whether it is reported. Reported is?
1 minute, I know.
Khanam diyatam. Give me a second. Janami ham, I know. Well, here, Padacheda is Rame, Nivedita, Anivedita, Api.
Yeah.
Aneka Mahanartha Padika. That's what this Padacheda is.
Yeah,
reported.
Nivedita.
And with the reported to Sri Rama is
Rama.
Or not. That is the other one.
Anvedita.
Anivedita. May lead to, that is this Apadika. We saw in the last word, that apadaka, that which brings, which causes, may lead to disastrous consequences. Aneka mahanartha. So it is maha anartha, by the way. It is not mahanartha. It is maha. So it is maha anartha. It is.
Otherwise it will become good things.
That also become maha anartha also right there. That itself be a mahanartha. That will be a big mistake. So aneka maha, so anekaha mahantaha anarthaha. So tan apadayati, so which brings variety of harmful consequences. Aneka mahanartha, mahad becomes maha. We see next time the grammar of this. Disastrous consequences is the aneka mahanartha padika, iti was the that. Okay. Now Hanuman is probably somewhere there. It is understood, I think.
I think it is understood.
Okay, I think decides not to return. Decides not to is this one.
Anivritta.
Nivritta. Turns back from. Decides not to. Turns back from. Nivartante comes in Gita many times, right? To go back. It goes back from to return. Well, return is that? This one here. Pratiprayanat nivrittaha. See, it turned back from returning. Nivrittaha to the mainland is understood pratiprayana, to back there. Meanwhile, I think yavat. While, let's say yavat, he contemplates his
Vichintayati,
contemplates. Fasting till death.
Tavat.
No. Go back. This one. Prayopaveshanam. This praya is a technical word. Praya means going forth. So, sitting for going forth. It is a Rudi Shabda. Means to go forth means to basically fast to death. So Prayopaveshanam means to sit down, to go ahead means to sit down to fast until death. So that Prayopaveshanam.
I thought till might be Tavat.
Which one?
Till,
yes. Meanwhile, while he contemplates, he catches. So this while, that's a yavat tavat, just while he's doing that, just then, as he's doing this, just then. So that is the yavat tavat. So I think they could put it near itself. I think it's coming. So this yavat tavat. As he's doing this, just then. That is yavat tavat. Killing of Ravana is straightforward, right?
Ravana Maranam. Suicide is Pranamoksham, right?
Ravana Maranam. Suicide, yes, correct. Missed that.
Pranamokshanam.
Pranamokshanam, correct. Suicide Pranamokshanam. Killing of Ravana is Ravana Maranam. Little play on words, Ravana Maranam. He catches sight is I think Nirdharya. Ekam Vanavatikam Ananveshitam Nirdharya. Okay, I think the Nirdharanam is to kind of resolve again, also to emphasize. So he decides, he realizes that there is this one Vanavatika which is Ananveshita, which has not been searched. So I think that in Nirdharya, I think we have to include this one. He catches sight of a grove is this Vanavatika, which he does not remember to have seen before.
Ananveshitam.
No, Ananveshitam. Not searched before. Ananveshitam, not searched before. So catches sight, I think we have to say Nirdharya, having realized. Of a grove is Vanavatika, which he does not remember having searched, having seen before. Having seen Ananveshita. And before proceeding to explore it, what do you think? Proceeding is Upakranta. Upakrama is to proceed.
Begin.
To begin, exactly. To begin, correct. Upakrant, proceeding. To explore it.
Anveshtum.
Anveshtum is to explore, and it is tam. Tam is it. Anveshtum is to explore. Mentally invokes. Yes. Prarthayate. This one the commentary, because he cannot physically do that, so mentally explore. The succor is, I think the help is not there. The word help is not there, I think.
Sadhanartham.
That is coming later on here. Let's see. Vrishis is Rishi.
Rishi.
God is Devagana. The Brahmadi is not translated. For success, for is the artham. So Saphalyapada, which one?
Phalya.
Yes, Saphalyam is success. Saphalyapadanam is bringing success. And for that is artham. So Saphalyapadanartham, so for success. Now in his undertaking is Svodyoga. Svodyoga Saphalyapadanartham. So for success is Saphalyam is success. Saphalyapadanartham, for bringing success. And in his undertaking is Svodyoga. Okay, time is up. Thank you, sir. Next time we will do some grammar on this. Lot of grammar. Vidyut vegaha sarvataha anvishya. Then iksha darshane prekshate. Then nivedita we'll do the vichintya, nirdharya, and then prayaha. Interesting word, praya. Let's stop with that. Next class will be on October 22nd. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Vihata Nishachada Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Ramandasti Paranam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittare Sada Bhautame Bhorama Mamuddhara Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Nama Varanana Unnamiti. How are you doing, Ravi? Okay, thanks.
Yes, Satish.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you, Vasu. And